Good afternoon, Linda Halloran. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing just fine. First of all, I want to thank you so much for providing me the time today to speak with me about your HERO program, your Exceptional Client Experience Program. But before we get started, I'm wondering if you could introduce yourself and give us a little bit of a brief history on what you do right now and what you've done in the past.
Sure. So my name is Linda Halloran. I work at Prairie Villa Insurance in Grand Prairie, Alberta. I have been here 6 years in this month, so that's pretty exciting. I'm the VP of Operations for the organization. I also do manage the main office as well. We have 3 locations in our northern community here in Alberta with about 50 staff members. So it's a pretty fun group of people that work very hard. I have been in insurance for over 20 years. I spent most of my insurance career as a commercial lines insurance broker before I moved into leadership and management. And then I moved over to Prairie Villa, like I said, 6 years ago, and it's been a fun ride since I got here.
Great. That's great. You definitely have a vast experience in the insurance industry. And it's actually one of the reasons why I thought your feedback would be so valuable to me on this topic. So as mentioned, what we're going to talk about today is your journey, the journey that you had as you launched this client experience program that you call your HERO program. You and I started working together on this a couple of years ago, and you've made like significant progress so far. But if you could think back to the beginning, what was the main struggle that you were dealing with that initiated your interest in launching a program like this?
Really, it actually goes back to our employee engagement. If you look back 5 years ago, we had a very low employee engagement. And what do we need to do to improve our employee engagement comes hand in hand with client service. So
Absolutely.
everything works together. We've spent a few years developing so many little bits and pieces to get to where we are today and to launch our HERO program, which we launched at the beginning of 2020, pre-COVID. And so it's been a lot of work, but everything has been for a reason, and it has been successful. We've seen great gains in our employee engagement, and the way we look at it is happy employees equals happy customers. So we focus first and foremost on the employees, which does come down to customer service and service standards and expectations and everything else, which is all part of this program.
That's perfect. These are all challenges I'm sure many leaders in your position are dealing with and struggling with every day as well. So that's really interesting. So you and I, we did spend a lot of time together. Obviously, you did the heavy lifting, not me. And we found some great tools, modified them to fit your organization. And then you launched that HERO program. And as you said, you did it pre-COVID. So you were able to actually do it in a face-to-face meeting with your entire staff, which must have been a pretty phenomenal experience. From that point on, you just started unfolding and doing things one step at a time. So as it's unfolding, can you comment on the impact it seemed to have been having on your staff?
Yeah, the timing couldn't have been better because it was our last staff event.
Right.
And those tools that we launched have actually been a huge tool in surviving COVID as a team. So we've learned a lot through that. We've developed a recognition program which is management to employees peer-to-peer to try and recognize desired behaviors to help encourage people to continue those behaviors. We set out service maps on how employees are supposed to deal with customers with different respect to different service levels. We have our service standards. We have our team values. We do monthly meetings, which really strengthens the communication when it comes to client service.
Right.
The meetings are specifically about client service. The staff can talk about their obstacles. They can talk about their successes. It's time for them to recognize what they're doing right and what's working and what's not working. We've got the scorecards, which really help solidify those expectations of each role. There's so much accountability in our hero service program. And when you lay it out so it's clear and each employee understands what their expectations are, they tend to be able to meet those expectations when they need to. And
Right.
they tend to have better self-satisfaction in the jobs that they're doing, which drives them to do a better job as everything becomes more natural and they work towards just being better at what they're doing.
Oh, that's phenomenal, Linda. Great feedback. It sounds like it was a pretty powerful experience for your staff as you were launching this initiative.
It is, and it still is, and we get comments about it regularly. Like, they're very aware of the program, they're very aware of the purpose of the program, and they're aware of the work that went into the program,
Mhm.
and they know why. And I feel that they appreciate it, because when you come to work, you know you're coming to work in a very specific environment that's a happy environment, that everybody's on the same page. For
Right.
the most part, everyone still has their own certain expectations that are going to be a little bit different, but it really helps drive those teams to work stronger as a group too.
Great. Yes. Clearly, then it had an impact on your employee engagement. Your scores went,
Yeah,
your scores went up significantly.
we did. We have a crazy, our client engagements in the 90s, and we're very proud of that, and we're proud of the team that has come out of that.
It's phenomenal. So have you noticed, or can you comment on impact or differences that you've noticed in your client engagement?
Um, we haven't measured the client engagement yet. The the program's been launched for the last year and a half. We did see, like, as we were working on some little pieces to it as we built up to the program, we did see some improvement in our client engagement. I imagine in the next survey we do with our clients, we will see more. We do get tons of referrals, so that in itself is something to be said about the service that our people are giving.
That's great. Yes, and we will be doing another client survey soon. So I expect that we will be seeing some significant improvements and probably some pretty cool verbatim feedback as well.
Yes, I hope so.
Yeah. So, okay. So really, just to wrap it up, I know it's going to be a never-ending program. You're going to be working on this forever. But could you comment on like the results, like the overall results that you're seeing so far? I know you've shared a lot already, but anything like an overall basis and anything else that you'd like to add?
Yeah, I mean, the expectations, the staff expectations, the clarity there has made a big difference, but it's also helped us in training. So having this program in place has really narrowed our training windows and given us a much better focus when it comes to training new hires in what their expectations need to be and where we need to focus their skill set on.
Oh, that's amazing. Well, Linda, thank you very much for your time today. This has been really great feedback. Thank you so much and have a great day.
Thank you, Sadie. We couldn't have been here without you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.